And
Dad burn.
good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Around the Day with Dan Reynolds. I'm Dan Reynolds.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're feeling your Odie today?
And who are you?
My name is Ann Limley, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Nice to meet you, Ann.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. Didn't have a great night's sleep last night, but oh well.
Oh, well. Do
you know.
you take a nap during the day, or do you just sometimes... I'll go to bed a little bit earlier rather than taking a nap unless I just fall asleep in my chair.
Tired. I get tired at like 8 o'clock at night.
Me too.
I'm like, it's just, I'm really done.
The yawning begins.
Yeah, well, I had a busy day yesterday. I did this show, and then I went to the office and worked till whenever, and then I went to get some chickens.
Yes.
These little chicky chicks, which all of them are dying by now. I don't know. I guess when they transport them, they can go into shock.
They can.
Yeah, but by the time I got home, 2 of them were dead or dying.
But I have to wonder if there's a way to. I don't know. I mean, maybe they shouldn't sell them till they've been established for a week, a day or two, something. Yeah,
we called and said, these are kind of dying. She goes, that we just got them off the truck and bring them back. Not bring them back, but we'll give you a refund. So, and then then we did the city council meeting last night. So it was a long night for me.
You think you just couldn't settle your little brain down, or
No, I think my old body's wore out.
I think your body just went. I am so done with this crud.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, there you are.
But it's Friday.
It is Friday.
Yeah.
Finally Friday. I'm so happy.
Finally Friday. I like Fridays.
I do, because that means tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. Excuse me. Turn my volume up. I didn't mean to. Okay.
Do you sleep in on Fridays or Saturdays? A little bit longer? You can't, right?
Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
Do I get up as soon as I wake up? No.
Yeah.
But I do during the week. I'll usually just get up.
Now, when you were a teenager, did you sleep most of the time?
Not like my brother could do.
Oh, yeah?
He would sleep like long. But if I slept till 10, I was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
But I could do that. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's just my whole work life has been getting up early.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that I've always thought of myself as being a morning person, but Ancestry.com thinks I am.
A what?
I did that Ancestry DNA stuff.
And it said what?
It said I'm a morning person.
Oh, I know I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
I get that. You are too.
Yeah, I probably am. Yeah, I can't. 4 o'clock, wide awake.
And like we just talked about, 8 o'clock, we're done. 8:39, I'm done. I am done. And I can remember as a kid. Well, when I worked in surgery, we'd have to work all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it kind of screwed that rhythm up, but I still was an early person, an early.
Do you look back on that and you go, why? Why did we work so hard?
I loved it.
Oh, did you really?
I was single. I didn't have any responsibility. I loved my job, and I didn't mind getting up in the middle of the night and going and doing.
Yeah, okay.
Because I made time and a half.
Yeah.
I was single. I was like making
some money.
Making some money. I was quite happy with that. But
yeah.
So I don't have any regrets. Now when I got married and all that kind of changed, it's especially if you had kids, you don't want to take call. Even after I was married.
Sure. The whole thing changed.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, welcome to the show, Ann. This is our
Dan.
last show of the week, and then you have one more week. And,
I do, and then
but we do want to mention that today's show is sponsored by Stone Bank. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
They're part of Harrison here, and we're glad that they're here.
We appreciate their sponsorship very much. And also,
they're investing in us.
We want to remind you about the Runaway Mountain Coaster. And it's buy one, get one free tickets right now. And they're kind of doing this for a spring break splash. And you can go to branson.com/spring break for more information on that. And Moark Big Deals is still doing 60% off as well for spring break. And we needed to mention that too. So go to
Is there any special deals for today?
I don't have any information that there is, but just go to the moarkbigdeals.com and look at their just check it out.
Yep.
May find something you really just want. And
okay.
60% off. Why not?
All right.
Okay. You'll hear about Stone Bank again.
Well, being Friday, you're probably thinking, what can I do on the weekend? And first, the thing you probably need to check is the weather.
That's probably true, Dan.
You want to tell us what the weather's
I
going to be?
would love to tell us
I
what
think
the
it
weather's
might be
going
a
to be.
sprinkle or two tomorrow. Or
It's not-
today.
Okay, it's a 30% chance of sprinkle after 5 p.m., though. Sunny with a high of 76. Windy, yes, with 25 to 30 mile per hour gusts this afternoon. It says gusts up to 45 miles per hour.
See that?
Tonight, a 30% chance of showers continues with a low of 54. Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 67. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 37. Then Sunday, sunny and with a high only of 59. That's, a little.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Sunday night, clear with a low of 41. And then Monday, you're back with lovely stuff.
Oh, Monday, we've got a high of 75. It's going to be really sunny on Monday. Monday night, low 56 degrees. And then Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be a little breezy with a high around 77 degrees. Tuesday night, low 54. 20% chance of showers moves in on Wednesday with a slight chance of rain. Mostly sunny, though, with a high of 70. Wednesday night, 20% chance of rain continues. Mostly clear with a low of 35. That's cool. And then Thursday morning, or the high for Thursday would be 59 and sunny.
There you go. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Okay. Well, we've got a couple guests coming in today. Two different segments of guests, so we're going to be quite a full show. We've got Jeff Nielson from the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. And then also we've got Gene Flake, director for the play called And Miss Reardon Drinks a Little.
It sounds, I just love the title because it just sounds like it's probably very funny and I can only imagine, you know?
Now, this is not local. This is over in Eureka, right?
Yes.
Oh, they've got a stage or a performing arts over there too, right?
I guess so.
That's cool. All right.
We'll find out. And I'm going to, I think it's to benefit the Good Shepherd Humane Society.
Okay. A Humane Society over there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they do. I got a dog from there once. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, I'm excited. And
All
you know
right.
what I really like too, Dan?
What's that?
Because here it's kind of amped up. I mean, you know, I usually try to anyway, whatever. People will contact me to be on the show, but we're getting doubles, which means what? There's a lot of activity out in our community, and that's always a good thing.
Well, and they're thinking of us,
Spit it
which is
out.
fine.
What?
They're thinking of us
Yeah.
to come on and promote. We love to promote people.
You bet.
But first, we're going to do our topic to ponder.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Well, I guess we're finally going to get away from the topic of truth this week.
This
is our last one.
Okay. Good. I'm going to read it, and you're going to answer.
Go ahead.
Why do some truths feel universal while others seem relative to culture?
Because I think truth transcends culture. Did you lose your?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it didn't.
I think in our society, our truth is our truth, and you go to another society, and it may be a total
What do you do
lie.
with that?
Huh?
What do you do with that, though? Do you go home
I
and
don't
you
know.
process what their thought? Do you think about what other people
Yeah.
think in that respect?
Yeah. It's like language. The only language that communicates well is sign language.
Right.
In
It's
any
universal.
language, it's universal. And the word no is universal. No.
Right.
Or net or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
See.
Yeah. Yes. See.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes truths don't feel universal. They don't. They just
No.
seem like they're cultural.
Even in the United States of America,
Yeah.
you witness that. And my thought process is you only know what you know.
Yes.
You don't
Yeah.
know outside of that realm. You only know what you know.
So if you're raised to believe, or your parents or whatever school you go to teach a certain thing, like religious schools, like the Mormons and Catholic schools, they believe a certain thing, and it might not jive with the other,
Right.
way
Right.
you've been taught. So yeah, truth is not solid.
The graphic is up for this. I don't see any comments on here yet, but we invite you to go to our Facebook page
I think we kind of wore them out this week with the
You
topic.
wore me out. You wore me out. Today's topic to ponder is why do some truths feel universal while others seem relative to culture?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's move on. We gotta
Ponder that thought, Robert Phelan, because I know you're going to say something.
come up with something. All right. Let's do some history.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Oh.
You ever heard this on
Yes.
on movies in different places? Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like the triumph.
Right.
The when the guy stands on when he
You
finishes
think
a
of
battle.
authority, and
yeah.
you just think, yeah. 82 years ago today, Aaron Copland's Fanfare for the Common Man premiered in New York. This rendering is by the New York Philharmonic Orchestra.
This is America's Most Wanted.
75 years ago today, the Federal Bureau of Investigation established the 10 most wanted fugitive list. America's Most Wanted was a popular television program and aided the FBI in capturing many of the country's fugitives on that list.
All right.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder with malice as charged in the indictment and assess his punishment at death.
61 years ago today, a Dallas jury delivered its verdict in the trial of Jack Ruby, the man who'd shot Lee Harvey Oswald. Texas never executed Ruby. He died of natural causes in 1967.
Stephen Hawking, with his wheelchair and his computer-synthesized voice,
For many people,
was an instantly recognizable figure. He was a 21-year-old PhD student when he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's disease, and told he had just a year or two to live. He not only lived 5 decades longer, his 1988 book, A Brief History of Time, explaining the mysteries of the universe in layman's language, became an international bestseller and made him an unlikely worldwide celebrity. Hawking was one of President Obama's first recipients of the Medal of Freedom.
Professor Stephen Hawking was a brilliant man and a mediocre student.
A mediocre student with a list of scientific accomplishments going back to the beginning of time itself. His work on the origins of the universe and on black holes in space defined how we now understand them. He had a role on Star Trek.
I called. Wrong again, Albert.
On Big Bang
That can't be
Theory.
right. I don't make arithmetic mistakes.
Are you saying I do?
But he knew he had made it on The Simpsons.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see your utopia.
Okay.
Wow.
7 years ago today, Stephen Hawking, the best-known theatrical physicist of his time, died at his home in Cambridge, England, at the age of 76. He had stunned doctors by living with the normality fatal illness of ALS for more than 50 years. Mark Phillips reported on that.
Be honest. Did you check out during that at all?
Did I check out during that
all that
long?
whole thing?
I don't know how long that thing was. That was 1 minute and 13
I will be
seconds.
honest. I checked out a bit.
Okay. They're not usually that long.
No, they're not.
Good night, you princes of Maine, you kings of New England.
92 years ago today, actor Michael Caine was born. Caine won his second Oscar in 2000 for the Best Supporting Actor. His first was for the Hannah and Her Sisters playing the kindly Dr. Willard Larch in the Cider House Rules. This is how he sent to sleep the boys in the orphanage he ran.
Look at you. You look marvelous.
This is a birthday cut. 77 years ago today, comedian Billy Crystal was born. One of the more inspired characters has been Fernando, the suave movie star from a bygone era.
No subject is terrible if the story is true, if the prose is clean and honest, and if it affirms courage and grace under pressure.
49 years ago today, actor Corey Stoll was born. His acting credits include House of Cards and Ant-Man. Here he was playing Ernest Hemingway in the film Midnight in Paris.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeff Nielsen's up first
Okay.
with the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, and after our break, we will have him in
Well,
the
let's
studio
get to
with
it.
us. All right.
We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We have with us as our scheduled guest at this time of the month is Jeff Nielson from the Harrison Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dan.
welcome.
Thank you, Ann. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
As always.
Always a pleasure. What's
We're good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time you come in here, the chamber's always doing something. And I know you just had a breakfast or something along that line, but you're talking about whatever it is you want to talk about, but maybe
Well, that's
fill
good.
us
I mean,
in.
we had our State of the City breakfast was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. Good turnout. Really nice attendance to that. I think we had about 140 people there. Big enough where we had to change the venue over to, we did it at the Creekside in the gym. Mayor came out with all of his executive staff talking about, police, fire, public works, financial, all came out and gave a nice report about, where we are in the city, what's going on, what the plans are for the, for this coming year. Really good turnout for that. I was very, very happy with it.
Good. That's an involved community.
Yes. And the gym actually turned out to be a good venue. I was a little worried about, echoes, but I'll tell you what, the crew that they have out there at Creekside, as far as being able, they rolled out this kind of, it's like a felt mat, which really dampened the sound. The sound system they have out there was really good. I was impressed. It made a nice venue.
Well, good.
So it was really good. So that turned out well. Next week, we got our big event, which is our annual meeting. It's going to be on Tuesday the 18th. We've got our keynote speaker is going to be the Arkansas Lieutenant Governor, Leslie Rutledge, is coming out, so I'm excited about that. We've got 395 people reserved for that already.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A couple of spots open, so if anybody's interested, contact the chamber. Happy to get you a seat. But it's looking, that's looking to be really, really good. Doing a couple of different things on the marketing, a couple of different things on the programming, so it'll be real professional, look really good. We got some great help. Scott Hoffman has been doing our audio visual. It's looking really good, and new awards, new everything.
So what? Tell us how to get tickets, maybe, and or do you want us to call the chamber?
Basically, the easiest thing to do is call the chamber, or you can go online to our website. www.harrisonchamber.com.
Okay.
Go there, and there's under events, annual meeting.
You'll find it.
You can you do a little digging, or you can call Amy and Lloyd or myself over at the chamber, which is the easiest thing to do, and we'll hook you up. Tickets are $75. It's a luncheon, so meals included. Jamie's is providing the food for that, and I better recognize our sponsor, Equity Bank.
Okay.
They've been sponsoring this event for the last 5 years, I believe. So thank you to them. It's a, like I said, this is our biggest event. It's really popular. It's the biggest gathering of the business community in the region. So it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to it. So
again, that's Tuesday the 18th.
Tuesday the 18th.
Get your tickets now.
Get them now.
Okay.
What else we got going? That's primarily what we got going. So some of the things we brought in. So the chamber and working with the city of Harrison, we were able to get a dry cleaners coming to town.
I saw that.
Just came in this week. I think it was Monday. I met with the owner. So it is called Old Town Dry Cleaners. They're a pickup drop-off service. So basically, and they're only running one day a week right now. But once business picks up, they'll be doing more pickup deliveries.
Do you know where the location? I'm just curious where the location is going to be.
It's the Pressing Matters down there on Goblin Drive.
Yes.
So if you go in there, their pickup dates are on Tuesday. So show up on Monday, drop off your dry cleaning. They'll have it back for you, the next Tuesday. Okay. And it's all taken care of. So since what was it? Town Country Cleaners closed up.
But I thought somebody bought that.
I don't know where we are with that right now. It's I saw it on Facebook that they were selling all the stuff, all the washers. I'd heard somebody bought it, but I haven't confirmed it, so I don't want to really say that yet.
Okay, I said it, you didn't. So.
There you go. It's in the works, I think, but it's it's a service. When they closed, it left us with nothing.
It's a needed service.
It's a service that started out with somebody had the vision to have it done, and then they retired and passed it on, and maybe it didn't work out as well, and so that's how businesses die. But then you have somebody that says, "I'm coming in," and they breathe new life into
And
that service. You need that service.
There's a corporate world out there that probably utilizes that. I mean, we're in the wash and wear kind of thing now. So, but there's still people, and there's still instances where you need a dry cleaner.
Well, I mean, it's not just for dress shirts or things like that.
Oh,
Obviously,
yes,
there's
it is.
not. I mean, you need that, but I mean, there's like. Comforters, quilts.
Yes.
There's that. When it's springtime now, you get all those.
I can't get my quilt done anywhere at a place like that.
I'm not even going to touch that.
You don't even have
Thank
your
you very
kilt.
much.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, I'm going to get a kilt, but I'll need a place to take it. So there you go.
There you go. So obviously, I'd love to have a local guy in here with the local shop where we could be processing that through. This is the first step. Talking to the owner, he's like, okay, let me see what the business is going to be like. Let me see how much we got going through here. And so I highly encourage everyone to frequent their establishment.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's over at Pressing Matters is the pickup. And the more we can give them, the more they're going to come through, and they'll, if they get more business, they'll increase the pickup dates, and then that's also the first step into looking at actually physically locating a cleaning facility here. They don't have
a brick and mortar; they're just
Not
utilizing Pressing Matters.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then I think the last thing I really got is. So Matt Bell over at the Convention Visitors Bureau asked me to mention that we have a circus coming to town.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I have word of that.
See, there are flyers going up around. I saw one at the Tower.
This is not the same circus that was here back around Christmas. It's a different one.
No, sir. It's a different one. This one's the Culpeper Merriweather Circus. They're coming to town on April 8th. It's going to be out at Beacon Park, which is on Sand Flat Road.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know where that's at?
Yeah.
I had to look it up, but, up 65.
North of town,
412, north of town.
What's where they have the bluegrass stuff over there?
Yes.
So, yeah. Cool.
So, it's up over there. It's a one-day thing. So, and what they do is they work with the Rotary Club. They share some of the take of the gate. And the Rotary is going to be using that funding to build new pickleball courts over at Creekside for the city of Harrison.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
Come out, see a great show, enjoy yourself, bring the kids, have a great time, and know that you're also helping the community to build some more pickleball courts.
Okay. There you go. Pickleball. Do you play pickleball?
No. I look at that and go.
We know you sing in the shower.
Yeah,
though.
we know
I
you
sing in the shower. I do that.
That's about it.
Pickleball is just.
We're gonna dig into you every time you're here.
That's fine. I gotta look at that and go. It looks like a game that college kids invented up. They looked around and said, "What do we got left over?
Yeah.
What's hanging around?
Let's just change tennis a little."
Yeah, I don't want to run that much. So smaller court, a couple of ping pong paddles, and a wiffle ball. There you go.
Yeah.
But they're very popular. I know that the city's got a couple of courts over there now that are booked all the time, and that's why the Rotary's building out some more courts for them. Mm-hmm. So it's a very popular sport right now.
Yeah, if you think about college kids naming something, that's perfect.
Exactly.
Pickleball.
Here, hold my beer.
Pickle.
Well, I don't want to run too much. I might spill.
Well, Jeff, thanks so much for coming in.
Anytime.
We appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
And let us know.
Again, the Chamber banquet is March 18th, and get your tickets now. Call the Chamber or go to their website.
Yes, ma'am.
And get a ticket.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
See you next month.
And we're going to take a break. Before we do that, we want to let you know about our show sponsor, which is Stone Bank. And they're located right here in Harrison, Arkansas. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. We have a guest that's come all the way from Eureka Springs. Gene Flake is in the studio, and he's the director of a play that's going to be featured there in Eureka Springs. It's called And Miss Reardon Drinks a Little.
Yes.
That title even itself kind of makes you want to chuckle a little bit.
It does.
It does. It's really the central part of the play. This play is about three sisters who were abandoned by their father when they were very young. They grew up in an apartment with their mother, and all that conflict and those abandonment issues. But in the play, one of the sisters does something highly inappropriate, and I won't tell you what that is.
Oh, boy.
Well, no spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's highly inappropriate.
Will it be shocking when people find out?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Good,
but
really.
The mother had died about 7 months before the play starts,
Okay.
and the youngest sister kind of goes off the deep end, and she does something very inappropriate at school. And she's a teacher, and they're all in the teaching business. One of them's a vice principal, one's a superintendent of schools.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And because of this, they have to get back together to decide what they're going to do about this sister. And to make things even spicier, the sister who moved out of the apartment stole the boyfriend of the middle sister and,
my gosh.
and married him.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And so we get to kind of sit back and watch the fun.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Watch the drama unfold.
Exactly.
Yes.
You were telling us before the interview that you did this play 50 years ago.
Yes.
Tell us that story.
Well, I was a theater student at Idaho State University. I chose this play in my senior year. It had played 2 years before that on Broadway. And this was the project that I decided, and had a wonderful cast. Most interesting part about that, besides the play was great, and I won the senior contest.
Oh, good.
To put it on the regular season. Also, there's a proof that there is no small parts. There's only small actors.
Amen to that.
And there's a part in the play in the very beginning. It's a delivery boy, and he's only on for 2 minutes, and he's a real smart-ass high school student. And the person who played that role for me was Bill Peterson, or William Peterson of CSI Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Wow.
He also did the original Manhunter movie, and
Okay.
also To Live and Die in L.A. But he just proved the adage: there's no small actors, just,
Right.
No small parts, just small actors.
So he was in your first play.
And that was actually the first part he was ever cast in.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Is that on his IMDb page?
I'm sure he wouldn't remember that. He had a football scholarship to Idaho State.
Oh, okay.
And he took an acting class and got hooked on it.
Oh,
Much like me.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a former active duty Marine, come from a Marine Corps family, and I went in the Marines right out of high school. And when I got out of the Marines, I went to Idaho State and took an acting class to fill an elective, and that led to me becoming a theater major. So
You loved it. You fell in love quickly with
yes,
that.
I did.
Totally.
It was great, and throughout my life, I've kept in contact with theater. I've done many things.
Yeah.
I was one of the original board members of Theater Arlington in Arlington, Texas, which is one of the premier community theaters in the Southwest. I went on to direct and act in many different areas, but I was the director of theater for the Unity Church of Dallas.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. You've got experience under your belt.
A little
for
bit.
sure.
A little bit. I was unable to do it for many years because my job took me away and
Right,
many
right.
things, but because of my love of the Humane Society and theater, I decided to put them together.
And we haven't really mentioned that this is benefiting the Good Shepherd Humane Society.
Yes, all the proceeds go to Good Shepherd Humane Society of Eureka Springs, specifically their Fido Fixer program, and that's a wonderful program. They have a bus, and it was a donated bus, and that bus goes it's a medical bus, and it goes into rural areas and does spay, neuter, and vaccinations.
On the bus.
Yes, in rural areas. And I can say literally that bus for every animal that it is able to do spay and neuter on, it literally saves 1,000 lives.
Wow.
It is.
What a great program.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So I wanted the proceeds from this to go directly to the Fido Fixer program.
Now the actor, what's the cast?
It's again, that's also a reason
Small
I wanted
cast.
to. I love this play because there's 7 characters.
Oh, okay.
2 men and 5 women.
Okay.
4 of the parts are killer. And the dichotomy in theater is, if you've ever had a theater call for community theater, there will be more women than men show up.
Always.
Sure, yeah.
But most of the plays are more male characters than female.
Right.
And so this particular play, there's 5 really good female roles in it. And I think a friend of yours, Stephanie Jean Hankins, is in the cast.
Yeah.
And she plays a very nosy neighbor of theirs.
She's probably good at that.
Yes. Yes, she is. But
I forgot what I was going to ask you. I had a question on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. I was going to ask, how has doing this, and I'm assuming that you haven't directed for quite a while.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yes. How has this experience from when you were in high school to this one? Do you look at
or
this
college.
play, or I'm sorry, college? Have you? Is it totally a different perspective for you to do it this way?
It's a different perspective in the sense of when I did this at the college.
Yeah.
There were a number of acting students and people who were actively in the theater that were competing for these roles. In a community theater, you just have a smaller pool to work with. But I've got 7 wonderful actors in this.
It's kind of cool how people come out of the woodwork and that you had no idea had talent, and they have talent.
Yes.
And we've talked a lot about what it is. We haven't talked about when this is happening. We want to make sure that we cover all that, the times, the dates, all of that for sure.
Well, it's actually going to be called Dinner and Drama.
Okay, but it is some dinner and drama.
It will be at the Grotto, upstairs at the Grotto in Eureka Springs on the 27th, 28th, and 29th.
How cool.
Tickets are, for the first night, it's kind of an extravaganza. It's $99 a ticket.
Okay.
And that's a 5-course meal from the Grotto and your theater ticket.
Y'all, and if you've never eaten at the Grotto, it's delicious.
This is March? In
March 27th.
March, okay.
Yeah. The 28th and 29th dinner is $69, or the ticket is $69, and that includes dinner.
Okay.
And there will be a very small number of $39 seats that get released tomorrow.
Okay.
And there'll only be 12 per performance. We just don't have the place for
the space.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we'd like this thing to sell out and everybody enjoy
Sure,
dinner.
yeah.
Now, those last tickets are less expensive. The $39 probably don't include dinner.
Correct.
Am
The
I
$39
correct?
do not include dinner.
And what date is the $39 one?
They're all 3 nights.
Oh, they're all 3 nights.
They'll be available all 3 nights, but there's only 12 per night.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What a cool thing. And I hope this catches on in the area and more people go, hey, Gene.
Yeah.
Direct another one.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, it would be fun. I have to say I'm getting to a point in my life where this is one of my bucket list things to do this again. I don't know.
Well, maybe someone else will step up too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they'll see this and go, wow, or something. Yes. I don't know.
I would love to see more real theater in Eureka Springs.
Well, and we were talking earlier that there's not much there as far as theater.
There are a couple of groups. There's the Eureka Theater Company. There's a really good group called the Bomb Squad, which yearly does like a vaudeville show. And their proceeds go for things like the the Historical Art Museum of Eureka Springs. They do a great job. There's the Eureka Players, but they really don't do a on the stage play like this.
Okay.
A small challenge is venues. We're very lucky that the Grotto has a theater upstate.
Right.
Okay.
And the Slanes, who own that, have been very generous. They're letting us not only use it for rehearsals, which is a whole new world, but also the performance.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they have been wonderful to us. We have not had the expense of having to rent out a rehearsal space or anything like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell us the times, the times, the days,
And how to get tickets.
Yeah, and the time of day it's going to be.
Okay, dinner will open. It will open for dinner at 5:30.
5:30. Okay.
It'll open at 5:30. The last service for dinner will be at 6:30.
Okay.
The play begins at 7:30.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can buy tickets. I have a poster here with a QR code. But
Okay.
Also,
we can hold that up if somebody wants to
yeah.
grab it on their phone. I will put that up here.
But you can also go to Good Shepherd Humane Society, Eureka Springs, their website, and there is a ticket portal there.
Okay.
As soon as you pull it up the website, there's a ticket portal right there.
Perfect.
There you go.
And y'all can keep
We
this
can keep
if
that.
you-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely want to keep
Yeah.
that.
I might want to go.
And by the way, this is also sponsored by the Eureka Springs CAPC, the City Advertising and Promotion
Okay.
Committee. They have generously given us a grant. We also have a production grant from a private individual who wanted to see this happen. So
How nice.
Good.
our promotion and production costs are covered. So everything that the play brings in
All goes to the
Well,
Humane
good.
Society.
Yes.
Good.
So
Help
Wow.
those
from the
animals.
ticket sales, I will say that.
And
Yes,
I
yes.
was like we said at the beginning, we were intrigued by this title, and Miss Reardon drinks a lot.
And
It's
I
like,
think-
it's got to
Perfect
be
title.
good. I don't know, just from the title.
But I know you said you're going to be in St. Lucia, which
Yeah,
I'm sad.
sorry.
But I wish you could see it. It's just an amazing play, and the interaction between these sisters is just.
That should be fun.
It's fun, but it's also it rings a bell.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I'm sure it'll take you.
Well, we
take
hope you sell out.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
do. Wonderful. Thank you.
Gene Flake is the director, and the title of the play is called "And Miss Reardon Drinks a Little," which says a whole lot there. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Hey, and tell
I
your
appreciate
cast
your time.
members to break a leg.
Yes, please.
Well, we're telling them to break a paw.
Break a
Okay,
paw.
break a
There
paw.
we go.
Break a paw.
All right.
So.
Thanks, guys. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Hey, and welcome back to Around the Table. We've got into our last last segment.
Oh, hello. Hoorah.
Hoorah, hoorah. Hoorah. And I was going to mention that today's show is sponsored by Stone Bank, and we're going to let you know about that. And also, if you want to have fun and save money, Runaway Mountain Coaster is maximizing your fun and value this spring break. If you're on spring break, you can buy one ticket and get one ticket free.
There you are.
So you can either ride twice or take a friend. You can go to runawaybranson.com/spring break for all the deals. Runaway Mountain Coaster provides fun, exciting ride up the hill and an all-out blast coming down the hill. Get all the details and purchase. Get all the details and purchase your buy one get one free ticket at runawaybranson.com/spring break. Some restrictions apply.
I want to mention, too, that we are under a burn ban. Hopefully people know that. It's dry, it's windy, all that. But I've read on social media where several fires have had to be put out.
Okay.
And we are under a burn ban. So please, please, please adhere to that. Right?
Yes.
Right. Day Gym's closing.
I saw that, yeah.
We won't have a jewelry place here.
There's no other jewelry places? No. Oh.
And I don't blame Don. I don't know if anyone's ever shopped there, but he is very knowledgeable and very helpful. And but they're ready for retirement, so they're having a 60% off sale right now.
Okay.
Just I'm plugging them because I didn't frequent there, but like my rings from there. And anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I bought jewelry there.
I mean, that was a place to buy quality jewelry.
Well, that's a perfect example of someone that had a vision, came in, started a business, and they're retiring.
I'm so happy for him and his wife that they're retiring, but I'm really kind of sad too.
Yeah.
Because whatever, I can't get that. It's fine.
Don't touch it.
Okay, don't touch the mic.
Or switch the other mic if you want.
No, we're just gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
There's also an event coming up called the Girl Boss Gala. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
But it's in April, and it's a night of celebrating women in business. But I think you have to have an invite. So with that, you can. I don't know if never mind. I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
I was going to say maybe you could contact, but I'm not sure I'm supposed to do that. So
okay.
I'm just going to shut that down. Oh dear! Friends of the Library Young Adult and Children Book Sale is happening. But that won't be till May. But just kind of put that in the forefront,
back of your mind,
in the back of your mind.
Okay.
Some stuff that's going on here in our area.
If you're a book person.
If you're a book person. Okay. You have a dumb story? I mean, a silly story?
It says the top 10 jobs for introverts. You don't need to apply. You're not an introvert.
Need not imply.
Yeah. Do you hate meetings? I know you do.
I don't like them at all.
Don't like meetings? Or do you just hate people?
I don't hate people.
Okay.
I hate meetings.
Well, a job site called Resume Genius has come up with 2025's 10 best jobs for introverts. And when it comes to autonomy, lack of social interaction, and decent salary, radiologists made the top of the list with an average take-home pay of about $350,000.
Wow.
And no required to talk to anybody. Ecologist scientists came in second because trees don't talk back either. Computer scientists, astronomers, and software engineers were also top jobs for the antisocial person that wants to be totally left alone but make the big bucks.
There you go. I'm not surprised. You go back and think about radiologists because they're not out there dealing with the patients. They're reading something behind the scenes.
Yeah, always.
So I've read about vaccinating birds rather than people for the bird flu.
Right.
Well, I don't really want either one, but
Yeah.
we vaccinate humans for the flu, so why not, is what kind of they're saying. The USDA is pumping millions of dollars into studying bird flu vaccines, which could bring down the price of eggs. So why hasn't the U.S. started vaccinating birds already, you ask yourself? There are concerns that the vaccines could allow the virus to linger in the flocks without any symptoms. It could also make other countries hesitant to import meat from the U.S. I personally don't want my chicken. You put enough crap in a lot of the meat
Right.
that we get. Let's don't I don't.
Yeah, I wonder why this flu is doing what it's doing.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it appears. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we had a run on it within the last 10 years out by us. There was some houses that had to shut down and kill
Right.
all the birds. But, yeah, I don't know. What, if it's an influx from that just gets started somewhere, like the measles,
I
it
don't
goes
know.
here and it spreads.
Yeah.
I have no idea if there's something sinister about it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Now, you were talking
Do you
about.
wonder?
I don't. Yeah, I do wonder. Now, you were talking about a story about some Chinese restaurant and a hot pot or something.
Dude.
What?
Yeah. So there's a restaurant chain in China that's giving refunds to thousands of customers after a video of a guy urinating into one of their hot pots
Why?
went viral.
Why?
Social media went nuts over food safety, and the restaurant chain apologized and said they were pressing charges against the guy in the video. They also offered money back to anybody who ordered from them on certain dates. Customers can get a full refund plus 10 times the lump sum. At least 4,100 people are eligible.
Wow. From
But
one
give
guy.
me a break.
Did he not know what room he was in?
Do you think he was mad at somebody? Somebody
probably
like said,
disgruntled.
I don't. This is why I'm scared to tell people. Or Richard's scared to send something back. He said, you don't know what they're going to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But you know what? You pay for something, you should get what you pay for.
Just get what you pay for. Maybe he was giving a little extra.
Here's your. Oh, I don't know, Dan. Whatever. Wow.
Oh boy! Now this is my kind of story. Scientists create a robotic arm that's controlled only with your mind. And this is going to change people. You talk about the bionic man and the, that's the $6 million man and the bionic woman.
Yep.
Scientists at the University of California, San Francisco, have figured out how to harness imagination and then use it to operate a robot. They implanted a sensor in the brain of a stroke victim who lost the ability to move and speak and asked him to imagine the robot moving a certain way. When he did, the robot moved exactly how he pictured it.
Ooh, that's creepy.
It's complicated, but they used AI to track his brain activity and translate what he imagined into codes for movement. They've done this before, but it's only worked for a couple of days. This experiment was successful for 7 months.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I think it's awesome. Yes. All these people that are maybe paraplegic or quadriplegic, that it may
It could change their whole life.
Yeah. Just
Now,
imagine
that
that you're walking
aspect's
again.
good, but don't. My mind always goes to the. But what if?
But
What if
what
they
if?
ise it for sinister type?
Yeah.
Right. You never know. I guess you just have to put your trust in it and go for it. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this is kind of interesting too. Sugary drinks linked to mouth cancer.
Ew.
Looks like surgery drinks don't just cause cavities. Researchers at the University of Washington have found that women who drank at least one sugar-sweetened soda or coffee per day were almost 5 times more likely to develop mouth cancer compared to women who avoided those drinks. They say it's especially bad among younger non-smokers.
Oh, great. You don't smoke, yet you put sugar in your drink and you're still going to die.
Yes.
That's kind of the gist of it, right?
Yes.
Good grief. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, people.
Yep.
That's what I say. Wait, I had one and then I lost it.
Oh,
Go ahead.
have you bought DVDs in the past?
Of course.
Well, there's a Warner Brothers says that some of their DVDs are rotting.
Yeah.
From the time period of 2006 to 2008. DVDs are supposed to last hundreds of years, but the ones Warner Brothers sold from 2006 to 2008 seem to be rotting away. It's why the studio is now offering to swap out your defective, decomposing disc with fresh new copies. Warner Brothers says that they'll do it for free, and if that particular movie or show is not in print, they'll either offer you a title of similar value or throw some cash your way. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, actually. Hey, do you line dry things?
Oh, I love to lie dry my clothes. Yeah.
Well, you can do that, and it saves on the emissions. So I do too, especially in this kind of weather. I like to do that. Today is Pi Day, National Genius Day, Albert Einstein's birthday, National Potato Chip Day, National Children's Craft Day, and World Sleep Day. Maybe you'll go home and get some sleep.
I'm going to get some sleep.
Because you need it. I don't really want to go through Saturday, or unless you do.
I don't see. Ides of March Day. You remember what that was?
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yeah.
You're going to get knifed, buddy. Whoops.
Tomorrow's everything you think is wrong day.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do that day. Let's just skip that one.
Have a great weekend. We're going to be here Monday. We'll see you then.